Known as the Silicon Valley of the East, Malaysia's Penang state is the major hub for semiconductor manufacturing. It's buzzing with high-tech factories, innovation hubs and research centres, attracting billions of investments from multinational corporations. Penang Chief Minister says any US tariff hikes are not beneficial to anyone.
So basically, their own company will be impacted, although we will be impacted in the sense that if factories here are impacted, our jobs will be impacted. Whatever tariff policy should recognize the fact that it is their own people that will be impacted as well.
The Penang Chief Minister is hoping that Malaysia, as ASEAN chair this year, will be able to commence an ASEAN-US summit either here in Malaysia or in the United States as soon as possible to facilitate friendly engagements and dialogues with authorities in order to minimize the impact of proposed US tariffs and restrictions on the semiconductor industry. This, as Penang aims to cement its position not just as a regional but a global semiconductor hub. Malaysia is the world's sixth largest exporter of semiconductors, worldwide accounting for 13%. The chip industry hopes that any US tariffs will be fair and level the playing field.
But I think it has got to do with what Donald Trump wants to do. If he slap a tariff like, say, 25% worldwide to all semiconductor companies or countries, then it doesn't really matter because we are all equal, 25%, so we compete. But if some countries are 25%, some countries are 10%, of course, if we are 10%, then we have a big advantage.
To stay ahead of the competition, Malaysia is trying to move up the value chain.
We are now shifting gear as well into promoting IC design, which is something that would open more opportunity and make us more resilient as well.
Industry experts say that the government also needs to work closely with the industry to encourage smaller players to become local champions.
We need to have a very bold and clear plan of moving this forward, because we have to push the boundary. And the government needs to work with us to really develop a safe environment to all incentivize us to really push that, because we have to move the entire industry. Increasing the pay cannot be done only by one company or one organization. It has to be by the entire industry.
While better pay will address brain drain and attract the right talent, raising salaries will be tough if the industry continues to focus on assembly and packaging.
Wages need to be more competitive. We are working with headquarters and saying, pay our people more, commensurate with the value you extract out of Malaysia, which is why we went from 10 engineers to 100 to now thousands and thousands. With the finite resources we have, double down on AI, teach the students how to learn AI, and then go after a bigger slice of the supply chain in the world.
If the US president seeks to swiftly close the nearly $17 billion trade deficit with Malaysia, Putrajaya expects US tariffs to halve Malaysia's trade growth this year. And that could harm its key exports, particularly semiconductors, raising concerns about the country's economic stability. Melissa Goh, CNA, Georgetown, Malaysia.